Being a 20-year-old is hard, and I'm not even 20 years old yet, so. So my experience as a post-high school graduate has been such a roller coaster of a ride. I know that after high school, people expect you to go to college, get a job, find somebody and have kids, work for a certain amount of time before you retire, and then you die. That's just the natural social order of life. And for a while, I was determined to break that structure of the way things go. And I had so many desires to go traveling and to not put myself in that box. And I ended up putting myself in that box anyways. And it made me really unhappy because I realized that the things that people were telling me I needed to do, I actually had no interest in doing. Right now, I'm in the phase of my life where I don't see the point in going to college. I haven't been to school in a year, and I'm reevaluating all of my options. But I don't like any of the options I have. And I tell myself that the clock is ticking and that there's a certain amount of time that I have before it's over and my life is over, basically. But that's absolutely not true. I'm not even 20 years old yet, and I have so much life to live. I don't have any responsibilities at this point either. I don't have children. I don't have a family that I need to care for. So I can make mistakes, and it's not the end of the world. So my history with school has always been a little bit iffy. I hated it in grade school, and then once I got to high school, I think the only thing that made it a positive experience was probably the extracurriculars that I was included in. And aside from that, absolutely hated it. I hated being social. I hated everyone that I went to school with. So when I went off to college, I was actually very happy to be a little bit more isolated than my peers who went off to college, went off to like 4-year university. I decided to stay at community college, and I originally said it was one of the best decisions I had ever made in my life. While community college is very cheap, easy to commute to because it's right around my house, it gives you more time with your family and more time to, maybe work if you need to. It does have some amazing things to offer, but in my scenario, it was probably one of the downsides of my life after high school. I decided to go to work and go to school full-time and then work part-time, and that definitely took a toll on me. I was super stressed, super unhappy all the time. I had so many mental breakdowns. It was actually unbelievable. But I managed to get through my first year as a student. And then the summer before my sophomore year, I got this job. It was a full-time job, even though I originally intended it to be only part-time. Got this full-time job, got offered a promotion that was going to be full-time. So I declined. I didn't go back to school in the fall. I only took one class to focus on work. And then I never got the promotion. So my whole plan was basically ruined. I was looking at all my different options, weighing them out, and then as well as all of that, I had a very important animal in my life pass away, and it made me so incredibly miserable. I was so sad. I couldn't process my emotions either because I was working so much. I was working sometimes, most of the time, 12 hours a day because I had 2 jobs, and I couldn't focus on anything at all. But I decided to prioritize work because I was enjoying the paychecks, and at that point I didn't think, well, this isn't going to last me long term. It's cool now because I'm at home living under my parents' roof and I don't have to pay bills. But in the future, when I'm 25, 30, the $12 an hour I'm making isn't going to be sustainable for the rest of my life. So after realizing that, I kind of went into even more of a depression. I thought, well, I have so many options, but there's nothing that interests me enough. I was going to do nursing, and after the situation with my cat, I realized that's a hospital and there's so many tragic events that happen every single day. It's hard to disassociate from my role as a nurse to my role at home, which could be a wife or mom or whatever. So I realized that's probably not the route that I want to go. I could do a lot of other things, but I am lazy and I didn't do my research because research is boring. Who wants to do that? So I am currently in my spring semester, my sophomore year, clueless, absolutely clueless. I have no direction, I have no goals, no academic goals, no future goals, because I don't know what I want to do. And it's very stressful. But I just wanted to make this video to show you guys, anybody that's watching, that absolutely nobody knows what they're doing in life. We're all kind of just winging it. And I'm glad that I have the opportunity to take some time off of school to be able to figure things out for the long term. I think it's one of the smarter moves that I've made out of all the dumb things I've done, because I'm not in a rush to finish anything right now. I don't have to tell myself, well, I'm already deep into nursing school, or I'm already deep into getting my bachelor's that I don't want to get, and then rush into a job. I don't need to do that. Instead, I can work a little bit, take some time off, relax, get my mental health straight, and then go back into whatever field I want when I'm ready. Okay. I also want to touch on the fact that it's okay to enjoy being at home and not want the college experience. There is a traditional college experience where you move out when you're 18 and you go to parties and do fun things, and for me that never had an interest. For me, I never partook in an interest. For me, I never had an interest in doing any of that stuff. I've been multiple times visiting friends and going with friends, and I enjoyed it, but I don't think it would be a long-term goal of mine to do for 4 years. I think I chose to focus on myself when I went to community college, and that's exactly what I've been doing. Getting my mental health and my physical health all united and back to hopefully being good. But again, that's just not the path that I wanted to take. And now I'm being 20 years old, I'm thinking, well, how much longer am I going to be at home? But then I realized home is the safest place I could be. There's absolutely no rush to do anything. I'm in the comfort of my own home. I go to school, it's still a nice university, kind of, community college, and then I come home to my giant room and I have my TV and my big closet and everything to look forward to. And I have my family, which is super nice. I have my animals that I care about more than anything, and that's also another reason why I would never leave home, because I have my animals here. It's the most important thing in the world to me. But it's absolutely okay to not want to leave home yet. I think when you get to maybe being like 40 years old and you're still at home, then we can talk about that. But until then, you're fine. You don't need to rush to leave home. It's always going to be there waiting for you. So if you went to school, it'll still be there. It's just a little more sacred if you still have been there for a while. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting, honestly, about how I'm so clueless, but also reassuring myself and you guys that it's okay if you don't have everything figured out. Life happens and everything will happen for a reason. So if it's bad, use it to your advantage and learn from it. And if it's good, then it's all good and you don't have anything to worry about. But thank you guys for watching. I like doing sit-down videos a lot because I like talking, obviously. But I'll have another video out for you guys next week. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you whenever I see you.